Ex-Hollywood mogul and convicted sex offender Harvey Weinstein will be tried for a third time for sexual assault allegations in New York. The judge made that decision earlier today, and it all relates back to his highly watched retrial back in June. That ended in a partial verdict where Weinstein was convicted of sexually assaulting one woman, acquitted of assault of another, and no verdict was reached in the third case. So let's bring in NBC News legal analyst Danny Cevallos for the latest here. Danny, first, walk us through this decision today and the possible outcomes that could come.
Anytime you have a mistrial, the case can technically be tried again because there is no double jeopardy. Although it sure feels like you've gone through an entire trial and double jeopardy probably should attach for many, many, many years now. It has been the case that when a mistrial happens, the case can be tried again. And it's often tried relatively quickly because everybody has their exhibits ready to go. And it can be even faster in this case because the case has been shaved down to exactly one complainant, one victim. So going forward, they will be able to try this case again, likely in just a matter of months.
Wow. So to that end, what does happen next? And I imagine this might impact his current sentencing that's going on following that June verdict, right?
Yes. In fact, it will be pushed off because the judge has indicated the judge wants to wait until the outcome of this case, whatever it may be, whether it's a guilty plea or a trial. I can almost guarantee it's going to be a trial because he's already gotten a test case. This was a mistrial on this particular victim. So we know his team knows they can at least get to not guilty with some of the jurors. So highly unlikely, I think you'll see a guilty plea. This case will probably go to trial for a third time. And
Weinstein's cases are not limited to the East Coast. He's also dealing with stuff on the West Coast. He's 73 years old. How might this impact those?
Well, the most significant impact is going to be when you are convicted and sentenced, you have now a prior record score, which will count against you at sentencing. The very best thing to be is somebody with no criminal history. But most sentencing schemes take into account the gravity of the crime you just committed and your criminal history. In fact, they're often on a matrix. You can find a chart in some states in the federal system. So that will impact his sentence when he is sentenced in New York, and he will eventually be sentenced because he was convicted on at least one of the charges.
All right, Danny Cevallos, always making it make sense. Thank you.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.